3, 2, 1, and I'm not showing how this thing actually works in the first 5 seconds of the video. I'm going to show you how I built it, and then I'll show you how it works. Let's play that awesome intro and get into the meat of this video. Today we're not doing an art challenge, an ink review, or some type of crazy illustration, but instead we're going to be building something absolutely amazing. We're going to be building a Vitascope. Now, for those who don't know what a Vitascope is, here's the definition on screen. Alright, I hope you had enough time to read it. And if you guys know me, I love comic books, science fiction, horror, and I have a deep love of cinema history. Movies and films are truly amazing to me, and stuff like this just looks so cool, and I love this old aesthetic. Now, this is by ROKR. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's R-O-K-R. I have actually built something from theirs before. If you guys are a fan of Battlebrawlerproductions, you know that me and Sarah actually built a clock owl thing, which was really, really cool. We had a lot of fun, so I can't wait to build this one. And yes, this was a gift by my lovely girlfriend, Sarah Apple. What I love about these sets is they're very high quality. They're all laser cuts. You just pop them apart and start assembling. No glue is required. This one has no batteries required at all mechanically geared. And what's super awesome is there's actually 15 seconds of film and footage there, which is absolutely amazing. In fact, we could probably create a template out of this and put in our own animation to project on the wall, which is going to be awesome. So I can't wait to show this off and see how it works. Let's take a quick look at the set before we assemble it. We have a pair of instructions and, of course, all of our pieces of wood. They're all nicely individually wrapped. We just need to pop them open. On top of that, we have our actual piece of animation which we're going to play. And we also have some of the tools we'll be using. Gear mechanisms, tools, metal pins, caps, and on top of that, we do have some wax to help make sure that all the gears are lubed so they'll be able to move correctly. And again, I have to say that I'm always impressed by the quality of these things. This will be my second one that I built, and I do plan on building another one which I think would be really awesome. So let's go ahead and roll that B footage, and then we'll see how this thing looks at the end. Before we show off the finished piece, I have to give credit to these instructions because, my gosh, are they absolutely amazing. These guys have created some of the best instructions I have ever seen. They're incredibly straightforward, beautifully detailed, not too small, not too big, and I love how you actually have examples of the right pin sizes right here that you could just line up. Only area I could say that they were a little lacking in is when it came to actually putting the filament in. Wasn't as straightforward as I thought, but they do have a QR code so you can go to a video, so I'll give them credit there. But yeah, these instructions are amazing, and do hang on to them in case you need to do any kind of replacement parts, any kind of modifications to this, repairs. And it also has instructions on the focal length right here. Now, with all that said, let's take a look at our awesome projector. And here it is, and my gosh, does it look amazing. In fact, we're gonna have to switch up camera angles, so let's go do that. There we go. That really shows off the impressive scale of this build, and it is beautifully detailed. I have to say, I am blown away by the sheer quality of this piece. It looks absolutely amazing, and it's super fun to build. Now, I do have a few small little complaints with this set, but overall, I have to say, I am blown away by the quality. I love how this thing looks. The detail, again, absolutely amazing. So real quick, I'm just gonna highlight the very few complaints that I have with this set. If you look over here, there's this little wooden dowel. I would have to say, and as you can see, it fell. I don't like how they did this. I think a little bit of glue right here is definitely necessary. In fact, I will be gluing that in place. As you can see, if this bar falls, this entire piece comes undone, which is not good. I don't like that. I think that if they really cut the piece, it would be fine if it just sat there. Definitely needs a piece of glue because that is unfortunate. And this side door is very important. First off, it's a very nice decorative piece. So that is something that definitely has a little bit of importance to it. You know, it's decorative, it's meant to look nice. So it's a shame that the main flaw flaw of the wooden dowel, and this is the only problem I have with the dowels, that it doesn't properly work. It doesn't properly hold everything in place, which really does stink. But that's not the only problem with this door. There is one other small problem. Right here, as you can see, we have this little piece here that comes apart way too easily. And as you can see, this looks like it's the handle that you actually open this door on. I personally think that if this was a little longer and we had a hook piece that can go in right in here, it would have been perfectly solid. Unfortunately, that is not the case. I will give credit to the door that it does swing very nicely, and I love how you can actually put your name or a little message there. I think that's absolutely awesome. I know some people were complaining that this door doesn't fully close. I don't mind it because if you do close it, you can fold this piece and that will lock it. But again, we're getting some of the pieces here. Well, this trim does like to kind of be loose, which I personally don't like. So, you know, you got some problems there. This piece doesn't do anything. It's really just there for aesthetic. It doesn't change the speed at all like it would on the real model, which is kind of a shame. That was a common complaint online. However, I'm okay with it as this is just really part of the aesthetic, and actually building that mechanism would have been really cool. I could definitely see how that would be a little troublesome. Right here, the door, not perfect, but I don't think this is the biggest problem to set. These are easy fixes with some glue. Another problem I have, and this is my personal advice when building it, is this sliding mechanism here is to actually adjust basically the focal length. This holds the actual glass piece in here. I would actually put some of the wax on there just to make this a little easier to slide, as it can be pretty stiff at times. So just keep that in mind when you're building it. That's a personal recommendation. And my last and really only big complaint is that I am disappointed with this actual cranking mechanism. First off, personally, I do not like the little plastic here. I'm okay with these plastic rims. I've heard online some people don't like them as it breaks the aesthetic of it. That's fine. I don't care. These are here for a reason. And if these were made out of metal, it'd be even more hard to actually assemble this. So I'm okay with the plastic. However, one thing is I do not like this plastic handle here. I think if you did wood, like the wooden dowels, I think that would have been fine. However, the way they have you assemble it, it's not very well. I would actually, instead of putting one-on-one and the way they have it, put an extra one right here of these little, I guess these are washer rings. I don't know the exact name of them, but this will actually spin much easier. So I'm going to show you that real quick. You just put your thumb right in here and you hold it carefully with your fingers here, and then gently spin it at a good consistent speed, and boom, you are actually powering with the gears inside the turning mechanism that creates the electricity that charges the light. It is so cool. It's a very awesome. So now I'm going to actually jump on the other side of this desk and show you guys how that looks from the front. So there you can see the light through it. Absolutely awesome. This thing is just super, super cool. Now let's go take a look at what the animation is. Yeah, I know you guys have been waiting for it, so let's go take a look at that. Hope you guys enjoyed Change Pace. If you do, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more art and animation-based content. I'm J.A.R. at BattleBrawlerproductions. I draw, animate, and even build with power in my own soul. Thanks for watching.